As you can see by the title, I am houseless, and being on this journey, like, it's very, like, it's challenging, but it's also very surreal because when you're on a journey and you're houseless, it teaches you about the power of having nothing, honestly. It teaches you about the power of watching the world from such a different perspective because most people are just on a go every day, worried about their job, not even just worried, but focus on their jobs, focus on their own daily life. That they don't too much really care for the things outside of them because they already have a lot of things going on. But when you're in a houseless position, it's very humbling because it teaches you how to detach from material things. It teaches you how to detach from the everyday race of working, the cycle of working and doing all of this. And I know sometimes this position, it can get challenging for the simple fact that you just like, damn, am I not good enough? Am I not like worthy of like, material things? But it's all about truly learning from this experience and looking at it as a life lesson because when you're houseless, you're able to learn so much. You're able to, especially when you're in tune and houseless, like, you know, I'm very in tune with myself. I never wanted to let me have not having a house define my value or self-worth because so many times we attach to the status of money or attach to the material things for validation or to like validate our self-worth. But truly, nothing materialistic can validate the love, the joy, and the wealth within. And that's what being in this position has taught me to just slow down in life because I in life you move so fast that you don't even like fully see what you're doing most of the time. And me being 21 and not really having the guidance from my parents and from really anybody, and just like, learning on my own from experience, from videos, and just doing the best I can to implement that knowledge and wisdom into my everyday life because life is challenging. Like, and when you houseless, you really have to stay level-headed and stay strong because you're literally detaching yourself from a system and you're literally just like detached from everything, and it teaches you how to like find that love, find that joy, find that stillness without depending on jobs, without depending on all these external sources that you dependent upon. It really teaches you how to grow your bond and how to strengthen yourself through the power of yourself and through the power of knowing that everything in life is temporary. And when you go through things in life, these things are meant to strengthen you. These things are meant to teach you. And I know some events can be unfortunate, but in order for you to learn, you have to experience. Like, you can learn from people, you can learn from videos and other sources, but it's nothing like experiencing yourself and really learning and taking in the lessons and taking in the important things you need to take from it, because everything in life is all about how you choose to experience. Do you choose to look at this houseless experience as a loss, as like, sad, or do you choose to look at this houseless experience as a moment of you being free and detached from everything, like, and I know money is so important in today's world, in today's society, where money is so glorified. Money is so like, I need it. I need money. I need money. I need this. And a lot of times we focus too much on money that we lose that bond with the soul. We lose that bond with thyself because of those material things that are distracting us from that. And when every distraction has been ripped from you, it leaves you with nothing but yourself. It leaves you with your shadows, with everything. And it's so important in today's society to not let your shadows consume you, but your shadows are simply a part of you that want to be acknowledged and healed, because people always look at houseless people as like, I don't know, this certain image that's been put on houseless people. But truly, houseless people are some of the wise people, because when you lose everything materialistic, you're like in a way forced to, I'm not gonna say forced because it is some houseless people who don't have the mindset, who don't have the wisdom and intellect, but they are here, they're just existing. And like I said, it's all about your perspective. It's all about how you choose to view the things that's happening to you. Because when you realize stuff in life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, then you're able to go about life in such a beautiful perspective, in a beautiful way, because so many times you realize a system never wanted you to be free. A system always wanted you to work, to slave yourself, and to just tire yourself out. And you only free 2-3 days of the week. And like I said, like, I don't have any friends, I don't have any family. It's just me and spirits, you know what I'm saying? And I've just never, like, this position of houselessness is teaching me how to build a bond within myself without material distractions, without numbing myself, without escaping. And it's tough, but it's so surreal. It's so surreal. And you just really see how people go about their everyday life. Like, they don't care if you houses. They don't care, if anything, because they focus on their reality. But me, I always been that soul to help other souls, even when I don't have it, even when I'm going through it. But I just wanted to come on here and just to say, like, being houseless, it's a strength. It's a life lesson. It's meant to teach you about the bond within thyself and detaching from material things. And when you're still able to find that love in yourself, even when you're houseless, there's true power, there's true strength. And spirit, God, universe, source, put you in these positions. And most people forget and get consumed. But I will not. And I choose to stand strong. And I choose to stand in my knowing. And just like I want out sharing this experience with other people is help it, like, teach other people how to not be scared of anything. Because if I'm gonna be real, being houseless was one of my, like, biggest fears in a way, because, like, I don't have that safe place. I don't have that place to, like, you know, it's a surreal experience. And like I said, learn from everything and know that your perspective on everything matters. Everything.